everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is the breakup and makeup cycle. You know it's a cycle. You keep breaking up just to make up. It's full of red flags. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now we have a letter, and it's a little lengthy, so let's dive right into this letter and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Okay, she says, I met this guy last year in November. I'm 23 and he's 24. We went on dates once every weekend. He asked me to be his girlfriend on New Year's Eve. I bet that was exciting. We would talk for hours and go to sleep on the phone. Of course, we'll have days to where we don't fall asleep on the phone because of space and boundaries. Okay. I also met his family as well. I enjoyed his family. They remind me of my family. His family liked me too. He also met mine within 2 months of dating. I was kind of skeptical because I'm very protective of my family and my personal life, but I gave it a shot. 2 to 4 months in, we started having little hiccups in the relationship. Well, yeah, after around that time is when, now you're getting to see who you're really dealing with. Okay? He did express to me that he's used to things being a certain way in a relationship. He dated females in the past that wasn't close to their family, no father figure, and used to dating within his area of living. We live about 40 to 50 minutes from each other. I did ask him in the talking stage, will this be an issue? And he said no. To fast forward, his sister did mention to me that he never had a stable relationship. Okay, so, 2 to 4 months, now it's starting to reveal itself. But see, if you had waited to have sex with him, you wouldn't be bonded to him. Okay, when this is revealed. All right, let's go on and see what's going on. 2 months dating, he started to nitpick about almost everything I do. He said he's never had anyone get under his skin as much as I do. That's a lie. That's a lie. He's telling you that because now he's already gotten from you what he wanted. Now you get to deal with the real him. All right? And the way that he's talking to you, it's almost like he feels like he can take it or leave it. Okay? We took a trip in February for Valentine's Day. He has family there as well, so it was more of his trip than anything. I was just a tag along. He kept going on and on about how this trip was going to be expensive, but he insisted on doing the skiing anyways because we never been, which was fine, but I did give cheaper options, but he insisted on going anyways. Everything was fine. Headed to Wisconsin, his siblings also came and their significant others. On the trip, it kind of went downhill between me and him because he felt like I didn't realize or appreciate how much he spent for gifts, decorations, and overall trip expenses. So he's wanting you to make a big deal of what he did. All right. Well, that just shows he's not a secure man. If he needs validation like that, he's not confident. If you always got to be pouring some kind of emotions into him, he could be narcissistic. Okay, let's see. I told him I appreciate it while taking videos and pictures, and we even had a great night. Somehow, he felt like I didn't appreciate it. So I asked him, how can I make him feel appreciated? But he didn't know himself. It was like I was trying to find ways to help him feel validated. This is what I'm saying. He too needy. You don't need a man like this. You know, that's very draining. When we always got to be complimenting somebody, telling them they did a good job, you know, like they're a puppy or something. Good job, boy, good job. You know, come on. Come on. After the trip, he started acting weird. But he still was calling and texting, which was good. I still felt a shift in his energy. We came back on Sunday, 2 days after he mentioned he wanted to take a break. You want to take a break because I guess you didn't kiss his behind enough during your trip. Something that he needed for you to do, you wasn't complying with. All right. I noticed he kept getting short with me on the trip and allowing little things to get to him. I brought that to his attention on the trip. When we got into an argument, I told him, what kind of break are we having? But he didn't know what he wanted. So I asked, will we be talking to other people? And he said, no, I still want to make this work. You know, you know what? How can you want to attach yourself to a man? You want to hitch up your wagon, we'll say this, to this man who doesn't even know where he's going. He doesn't even know what he wants. It's a waste of your time. He said we should take a break instead of actually breaking up. I thought that this was BS. So I hung up the phone and he texted me saying he really likes me and he's trying to make this work. He said he wants to break for a couple of days and we still check on each other. He said the break thing is new to him too. It didn't sound like it was new to him. He already knew all the ramifications, talking about let's break for a few days. What's going to happen in a few days? Something. He wants to break from you because he's probably wanting to go and have sex with somebody else and he doesn't want to feel guilty about it. So he'll just say, you know, if he gets caught or whatever out there, he'll just say, well, we're on a break. You understand? That's a game. That's a game men play. All right. So during the break, he texted me the day after, and I didn't respond. So he texted again, and the next day, and I waited a few hours to respond. He called me immediately stating that he misses me, and he felt a lot better. What is this, a woman? He sounds like he's in his feminine energy. It's like you're dealing with a girlfriend, not a man. I really appreciate him for not being selfish and still reaching out. I felt validated from him, even though it was only 2 to 3 days. I still felt assured and confident about our relationship. You know why? Because you got abandonment issues too. You're afraid to lose him. You're afraid of being alone by yourself. So you're glad when he texts you. You're probably waiting to see, is he going to call? Is he going to text? I hope he didn't mean that we really broken up. You know, things like that. You know what? you both are in a toxic cycle. And it's never going to go anywhere. It's just going around and around and around and around. When we came together and talked, we agreed that we must have moved too fast. Spending a night in hotels and taking a trip was probably too early. But we continued spending time and going on dates like usual. He took me out for my birthday, and his family even came and support, which I appreciated so much. Now look, there's something going on with him. There's something going on behind the scenes with him. Okay? At the time of Easter, he wasn't for sure if his family was having something or not. So I told him my family was having Easter dinner, and he is welcome to come. He said that he probably won't make it because his family is doing something as well, which was fine, but I really wanted to make sure we don't miss every holiday together. I expressed to him that spending time for the holidays is important in a relationship, and he agreed. His mother asked if I was coming. He told his mom that I wasn't because his family is also having something too, which I was upset because he gave his mom an answer and didn't think to ask me first because he didn't want you there. That's why he did that. It sounds like he wants to keep you on a string, but he doesn't want to have a serious relationship with you. He doesn't want to be tied down to you. Okay? He doesn't want to have that commitment that, you're the only one that he's going to be with. He's looking for a way out. Okay? I don't mean compromising and balancing in a relationship, depending on what it is, but when it comes to stuff like this, as I mentioned before, he's used to dating women that wasn't close to their families, and they were going to his stuff instead. Obviously, he's not used to balancing in a relationship. So I brought that to his attention. He talked and he decided to come to my family Easter dinner. But he said that he could not stay long because he has to be with his family, which was fine with me. At least he tried to compromise. I was very excited to see him. We've had a very good time with my family. Well, you push him into it. He's not doing this voluntarily. You see, you have taken control of this relationship, and you're not realizing that he's sitting on the bench looking at you. He's not making any forward moves that involve you, but you're so involved in making this relationship work, and we'll put some quotes around it. You want to make it work until you are doing everything and not realizing that he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything to save this relationship, except he'll text you, number one, he doesn't want you to be angry. So that's one reason why, if you have an upset or whatever, he'll text you back to make sure you're okay. But he doesn't want a serious relationship with you. He doesn't. But you keep trying to push him into it. This is going to turn out badly. After 2 hours of him being there, he got upset with me later on because he stayed longer than what he expected. I told him not to blame that on me. That wasn't my fault. But he felt like I wasn't cautious of the time because he has to be with his family. So he was a little upset because he missed some family, and they were leaving before he got there. Yes, I did end up going with him to his family house. Okay, you know what? It's going on and on. Let's get to your question. Let's get to the question, because I already see what you're doing in this situation. All right? Now you say, my question is, when is the best time to bring up a conflict situation in a relationship and talk about it. All right. And let me read your other question too. All right. And you say, and do you think the cause of the breakup was necessary? Where do you think his mindset was? All right. I can tell you where his mindset was and is. He doesn't want to get committed and tied down to you. He doesn't want it. That's why he's trying to divide you from his family. Because he probably got it down somebody else he want to bring in there. You see? But you too pushy. You trying to make a relationship work when he doesn't want it to work like that. Now, he may want to keep you as a friends with benefits, but stay in your place. He don't want you to be all in his family. He doesn't want that anymore. If he did it before, he doesn't want it now. You have blinders on, and you are not seeing it. No matter what a man says to you. And I think that he's saying a lot of things that you want to hear just because he doesn't want to hurt you. Okay? But you are like a runaway train. Settle down. Listen, the man is the one who should be taking the lead in the relationship, not you. Not you. You cannot make this man do anything. Okay? Now let me see, you told me that both of you were young. Is that right? Yeah. 23 and 24. That's why you're able to bully him like that and push him into things that he's not ready to do. Because you're young. But I'm going to tell you something. He doesn't want you like that. He's 24. He still want to date other women. But you trying to tie him down to a serious relationship. Back up. Back up. He gets angry and upset, and it seems like the smallest things because he's tired of you. That's why. He's sick of you. But he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But you keep pushing. Let this man go. Let him go. Let him go out and be who he wants to be. Leave him alone. If he doesn't come and invite you to places, then don't you say, can I come? I want to go over there and see them. Quit inviting yourself to places. If he doesn't call you and say, how you doing? Don't call him. Leave him alone. He needs some space. That's why he keeps breaking up with you and then saying, let's take a few days. But you're like a leech. Let the man go. Okay? And you'll be a happier person too. Because you can't be happy when you're trying to make something happen that doesn't want to happen. That's a lot of work and pain. You see? And then you're right on the verge of being hurt because you're fearful of losing him. All right? You're right on the verge. And he can see it in your face. He doesn't want to hurt you, but he wants out. Okay? I hope that you understand the message. And for you, start loving yourself when you meet a man. And take your time with the next man, okay? Take your time. Allow the man to take the lead. If he doesn't, well, then he's not the right man for you anyway. You want a man to be a leader, not a man who needs your help or needs you really for anything. You don't want a man like that. You want a man who is confident and secure. Because if the man doesn't have anything to give you, it can be a waste. But you're both the same age, okay? So you both you're just starting out. And really, 24-year-old men, they're not looking to settle down like that. No, you can force him into it though. And then somewhere down the line in your older years after you've had about 3 babies, Then he'll want to divorce you because he never really wanted to marry you in the first place. It's a lot of young couples I see going through changes like this. If your relationship breaks up for any reason, let it go. Why keep trying to make it work again? Why? The breakup is a red flag letting you know this is not the relationship for you. No. People don't change. Even if they come back and say, please take me back, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. They don't mean that. They don't mean that. They just want to continue to get whatever they are getting from you. They want to continue that flow. Okay? So that's why they want to keep you dangling on a string. That's how that makeup comes in. That makeup. Because the guy really doesn't want to be with you. But, sex ain't bad. If you giving it up like that, that's enough to keep you hanging on the string. Ladies, you got to know your value. You got to know that what your worth is. The man is the chaser, not you. If you chase a man, you're going to end up heartbroken. Okay. Allow these men to chase you, because if he really wants you, he will. He'll chase you. Now this man, if he really wants you, he will take you everywhere he goes. He will want you to be with him. He's shown you that he doesn't want that anymore. So take the hint. All right? I hope that you understand the message today. Break up to make up. Tons of red flags. Let it go. If it breaks up, it's not worth making up. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And never settle. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. I want to thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.